What's up, everyone? It's Francis Undead. Tonight, I will be presenting um, uh, an IELTS preparation video. Uh, so, actually, it's gonna be my second time taking IELTS for immigration purposes. Actually, yes, I feel the necessity to make at least one video on IELTS speaking test preparations. So without further ado, let us begin. First of all, IELTS speaking part lasts for around 12 to 15 minutes. So I shall keep this video brief and simple enough so that it won't exceed 15 minutes. So the first question you might encounter can be the following, like this one. For example, the instructor can ask you, or the invigilator can ask you, did you go to secondary high school near where you lived? Why or why not? What did you like about your high school? Why? Tell me anything you didn't like at your school. How do you think your school could be improved? Why or why not? So in response to these questions, here are my answers. First of all, I came from Singapore, and yes, I did my A levels, which included maths, biology, chemistry, and etc. Five subjects, if my memory still serves. And yes, to a certain extent, I did enjoy my life in high school, though my experience was quite mediocre. I lived quite in mediocrity while I was in high school. I didn't actually try to socialize that much. My social life hasn't been any abundant, or even, I tend to get nervous when I was compelled to socialize. So I didn't quite get along with my classmates or my peers at high school. Although the system was quite examination oriented. The school only value how much marks you get in your exams or in your quizzes or in your tests, etc. They don't quite value, your extra curriculum activities. That kind of sucks. That's the part that I hate, or I dislike about my high school. Yes, that's pretty much all about it for part one. So let us proceed to part two. So in part two, you might be asked what Describe something you don't have now, but you would like to you yearn to own in the future. Such as a fancy car, a job that you enjoy, your dream job, or to say, jobs you enjoy doing, so that you can earn respect, earn being looked up to by your peers or by your friends, by your relatives, etc. Yeah, so this is how I might or how I may respond to the examiner. Yes, I would like to own a large house that can contain all the fancy furnitures, and so that I can have some room to spare for my home office or my home business, and I can have more room for partying, and I can have some room, to spare for my children. I'd like to have more than 2 children at least. So yes, to get a property of my own before I reach the age of 30. That could be a wet dream. Yes, especially during the at the present time, the entry the entry requirement for for your own property, it's very high. It's very hard to acquire without having to work hard and smart simultaneously. So yeah, I know I can get frustrated and devastated from time to time, but it's a goal that I wish to pursue. It's a goal that I wish to achieve, and it's the very first step to take control of my own life. At least I believe so. At least that's what the general population believes so. So yeah, that should be pretty much all about. That should be pretty much all for part 2. So let us move to part 3. Owning things. Again, owning things. What types of things do young people in your country most want to own today? Why is this? Why do some people feel they need to own things? Do you think that owning lots of things makes people happy, and why? For example, like iPhone 7 or iPhone 6s Plus. Let us explore why lots of young people want to have iPhones. First of all, iPhone is quite trendy to have, since many people like to have them. And somehow, by owning an iPhone, you earned envy, admiration from your peers. And by owning some sort of consumer electronic products, it creates an illusion that you are in control of your own happiness, of how people see you, how people judge you. As it seems, iPhone can seem like an avatar of identity, of higher class, higher social status. So yeah, and yes, but I don't have an iPhone 6 or iPhone 7 because I don't think I need to have it, because my iPhone 4S works just fine. It works just fine, like the day when I made a purchase 3 years ago. Actually, that was nearly 4 years ago. Yes. So yeah, iPhone 4S now it's been rendered obsolete. I suppose there are probably less than 10% of iPhone users still use iPhone 4S. Yeah, but even if iPhone 4S is pretty old, as long as it works well, its core functionality still serve its basic purposes, like making a phone call, sending texts, browsing the internet, playing audios. That's pretty much all I want, and that's pretty much all I need for the rest of my life, because I don't wish to own that many liabilities. Your possessions can cause trouble for you, such as taxes. For example, if you own a company or even a car, you will be charged an exorbitant amount of taxes by the government. The government will hand you out to dry if you own too many things, and you will be overwhelmed. You will get overwhelmed. You can't concentrate on things that really matter, like your relationship, your job, your face-to-face excuse me, your face-to-face social socializations. People nowadays don't talk face-to-face as much as they used to, because of the boom of social networking online, which can be seen as a type of regression rather than evolution or advancement. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my IELTS speaking test walkthrough. Please feel free to comment, and if you do enjoy it, if you can subscribe to my channel, that would be much appreciated. And I shall see you on the next video. Enjoy and have fun.